Greetings and welcome to KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. This video is about an Alabama woman whose unborn child died as a result of a shooting last year, and she has since been arrested on manslaughter charges in connection with her baby's death, while the shooter has had charges against her dropped. Now, Marshae Jones, who is pictured here, she's 27, was reportedly taken into custody Wednesday after a Jefferson County grand jury handed down the indictment. The charges come 6 months after Jones, who was 5 months pregnant at the time, was shot in the stomach outside a Dollar General in Pleasant Grove during an altercation with another woman that police said focused on the unborn child's father. Jones was hospitalized, but the baby did not make it. In the aftermath of the December 4th, 2018 shooting, police have argued it was Jones's actions that sparked the shooting and ultimately led to her baby's death. The shooter, Ebony Jemison, was also initially charged with manslaughter, but the charges were dropped when a grand jury failed to indict her. Quote, "It was the mother of the child who initiated and continued the fight, which resulted in the death of her own unborn baby." Pleasant Grove Police Lieutenant Danny Reed was quoted as saying after the shooting, "The investigation showed that the only true victim in this was the unborn baby." When a 5-month pregnant woman initiates a fight and attacks another person, I believe some responsibility lies with her as to any injury to her unborn child, Reed said. Jones was due to be taken to a Jefferson County jail and held on a $50,000 bond on Wednesday night. Well, family, the arrest of Marshae Jones came amid heightened tensions around abortion after more than a dozen states in the southern and midwestern United States, including Alabama, passed restrictive abortion laws that are currently being challenged in court. Marshae Jones was indicted for manslaughter for losing a pregnancy after being shot in the abdomen 5 times. Her shooter, as I stated before, remains free. "We're going to get Marshae out of jail," tweeted the Yellowhammer Fund, an Alabama-based group that gives financial help to people seeking abortions. Well, before I continue, let me just stop for a second, because as it says that they provide, that the Yellowhammer Fund is an Alabama-based group that gives financial help to people seeking abortions, this was not the case. Marshae Jones was not seeking to abort her child. It was due to an unfortunate set of circumstances. I don't know the details, and I rarely, if ever, hardly trust lamestream, otherwise known as white media. I hardly ever trust what they say. So when I read things about black people, I'm always on the fence as to what happened until I hear it from the black person's mouth themselves. That is, if they're alive, right? But I rarely trust what white people say. So that goes for the media and things that they print with their propaganda ass. But I digress. It continues by saying that last May, Alabama adopted a law banning abortion even in cases of rape or incest, equating it with homicide. The law is set to come into force in November, but is likely to be blocked in court because it goes against the 1973 United States Supreme Court Roe v. Wade ruling that legalized abortion. The National Abortion Federation, NAF, which supports access to abortion, said Jones's case was one of many where women who miscarried as a result of misfortunes like prescription drug overdoses and car accidents are being prosecuted. Quote, "This is how people, especially women of color," is what it says, but what it really means is especially black women, "are already being punished and having their pregnancies criminalized," the NAF tweeted, referencing Jones, who is black. And that just substantiates what I just stated, that it's usually black. When they say especially women of color, I said that what they really mean is black, and then they go referencing Jones, who was black. Exactly. Case in point. Most of the new restrictive abortion measures are expected to face legal challenges and eventually end up before the Supreme Court, with the law supporters hoping the justices will hand down a decision restricting the right to abortion nationwide. The top U.S. court is now dominated by a conservative majority, including 2 justices appointed by Donald Trump. So family, I end this video off stating that I don't recall this story back in December of 2018, but a lot of things were going on, and maybe they just didn't publicize this story well enough for black people to know about it. I personally don't remember it because back then I was doing some reporting on YouTube, so yeah, I just don't recall this story. But nonetheless, after reading the fact that she's now being charged, yeah, it's very disappointing, especially for black women. I don't know what else to say because I'm not a woman, but I'll just say that women, you have a fight on your hands, because it appears that men definitely want to rule over your body. I believe that women, just like men who decide for themselves, all things equal, women should be able to decide for themselves as well when it comes to their bodies. I believe this. This is KSOL Black Talk Radio. You can leave me a comment if you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.